So Netflix is definitely money laundering, right?
What?
They just released like $130 million movie with Gal Gadot, and like I just heard about it yesterday, and it's out.
Oh, that's the like James Bondy.
Yeah,
movie.
like Heart of Stone.
Heart of Stone. I heard it got critically panned. Like everyone's like, this isn't a real movie.
Money laundering. It's the only solution. Like it doesn't make any sense.
I don't understand Netflix's idea of big budget movie, no marketing, because they did this with The Gray Man.
They did this with everything.
That was
they
like
make.
$200 million.
Name something Netflix has marketed. Stranger Things Wednesday. That's it. That's the only thing they've ever marketed in their lives.
Glass Onion.
Glass Onion, sure. House of Cards, back when it was a thing.
Mm-hmm. I don't get this method.
Me neither.
Do you think they actually have a marketing department, or they just say, intern, tweet Wednesday?
Last time they had a marketing department, they made the poster for Cuties, so they probably got rid of all of them.
Oh, holy shit.
And by the way, that person was fired. I do know that.
Yeah.
The person who made that poster, yeah.
Fair.
Fair for sure. Yeah.
Well, speaking of Gal Gadot, she's all over the news this week.
She is. And
Oh,
we're going to use that to
boy.
dive into our main story here. So how today's show is going to work, guys, we have one main topic we're going to dive into, and then we have a couple B-roll stories to catch you up on. Then, of course, we'll dive into my favorite part, the box office. But we'll get to that later. Let's dive into the whole Gal Gadot DC thing, shall we?
Let's do it.
So, in speaking of Heart of Stone, while doing press, which was shot before the strikes, she straight up said, like, yeah, no, I'm still Wonder Woman, y'all. Just letting you guys know. Like, it's still me. And then people were like, oh, like, kind of shocked by that because, you know, the whole DC reboot that's been going on. And then she did it again later and was like, yeah, no, like, I had a meeting with James Gunn and Peter Safran, and they said, we love you. We're going to develop Wonder Woman 3 together. Like, we're going to work on it together. Like, last time I talked to them, things are going fucking great. Paraphrasing, of course.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we haven't heard anything from James Gunn about it, but people started to be like, is this really happening? And then Variety and Collider both come out with stories saying, hey, Wonder Woman 3 is not happening. I don't know what she's on about, but Wonder Woman 3 is definitely not happening. And then people started running with that as, yo, Gal Gadot's lying, that they never had a meeting and they never, blah, blah, blah. And then people started doing deep dives on the internet to discover, no. James Gunn himself said they did have a meeting and that they did talk about her continuing as Wonder Woman. And then if you go back and read the Variety article, all it really says is that Wonder Woman 3 is not happening. That doesn't mean Gal Gadot's finished as Wonder Woman. But we still don't have any fucking answers. What is going on? That's all we want to know.
This feels like the time when they cast Michael Keaton in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yes.
And all you kept getting was Michael Keaton cast as main villain in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah.
And then you get another article. Vulture will be the main villain of Spider-Man Homecoming. And then they never connected the two until the movie came out.
They never, ever would say or release that Michael Keaton was playing the Vulture.
Again, they're like, yes, we are making a Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah.
Yes, Gal Gadot is still Wonder Woman.
Yeah. And so, like, the Variety article goes on to say, like, they're still developing their Paradise Lost prequel series that they've mentioned, but they're not developing Wonder Woman 3. The article does not say that Gal Gadot is no longer Wonder Woman. So what's Wonder Woman going to be? I hope for the next 30 years she just has cameos like she has had in The Flash and Shazam.
And they just keep overusing the theme song.
If she's in Blue Beetle, I will stand up and clap. I will stand up and clap. That would be so goddamn funny. But like, listen.
It's giving very much like Mice and Men. Look at the flowers.
Yeah,
like
a little bit. Because like here's what fascinates me.
Yeah,
we know that they've met, and we know that James Gunn has said that they've met with Gal Gadot, and according to Gal Gadot, she's not done. That leaves me with questions, Nicholas.
Yes.
Specifically, what the fuck is going on over there? 2, more trouble of what we've talked about extensively on the show of like, why didn't you just do a clean reboot? Just start over, completely fresh. And 3, will they keep her? Have they just not told her yet or I saw on another podcast, somebody mentioned, is it just like Chris Traeger breaking up with Ann Perkins, where he's just so nice she didn't know? Like, is it something like that? But at the same time, if you're going to do a half-assed reboot, which I'm going to call it that because that's what it is, and you're going to recast Henry Cavill, and you're going to recast Ben Affleck, you're going to keep Gal Gadot? And don't get me wrong, I like Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman a lot. I like it more than most people. And there is an argument to be said that when you see Henry Cavill walk down the street, you say, oh, there's Henry Cavill. When you see Ben Affleck, you say, oh, there's Ben Affleck. When you see Gal Gadot, you say, oh, there's Wonder Woman. I get that argument.
I don't know. I'd counter that. I think I would look at Henry Cavill and say Superman.
Yeah, I would have said that before he was cast as Superman, though.
Yeah, but
said that guy looks like
Ben
Superman.
Affleck. You're like, who's that disheveled man smoking a cigarette with Dunkin' Donuts?
Yo, is that the guy from Armageddon?
I don't know.
I just want answers, and the thing is, we're not going to get them until Aquaman 2 has its opening weekend. Dude, you know what would be fucking hilarious? Blue Beetle's going to do, I think, maybe slightly better than The Flash. That's my guess.
Okay.
I hope it does well. I hope every movie does well. I hope Aquaman opens to like $200 million and just fucking makes over $1 billion, blows it out of the water, pun intended. And then they have to be like, well, fuck, are we about to announce that he's done as Aquaman? Like, what are we going to do?
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't...
Just, again, this all comes down to just reboot the universe.
Well, because they're doing the half reboot thing, like they explain at the end of Flash, that some things are the same.
Yeah.
That's why you get, like, Jason Momoa in the end credits scene.
Yeah.
But he's more drunken
But there's
Aquaman.
no way that that's the universe that they're living in.
No. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But they're establishing in this wide multiverse that there is overlap.
Yes.
So them saying, Gal Gadot could be Wonder Woman, but it would be a different Wonder Woman. I think just doing all these Elseworlds movies, like if they do another Gal Gadot Wonder Woman movie and it being Wonder Woman 3, I feel like it's too much.
I agree.
Them doing another Wonder Woman movie with Gal Gadot that they very clearly establish in their universe is different. But they're not putting that out and saying what their plan is. Leaving to all the speculation now, which might be to the benefit because we're talking about it, and it's free publicity of the speculation of it. That being said, do I like Wonder Woman 1? Yes. Do I like Wonder Woman 2? No.
Yeah.
Do I think Gal Gadot is fine as the character? Yes. Do I think she's a good actress? No. I think I would just prefer, and especially at this point, she shows up in the last few movies for a minute. They blare the theme, which I still love the theme.
It's a great theme.
But it's like a jump scare now. Because you're like, yep, here we go. And then she's gone, and you're like, okay, that did nothing for me in this.
Yeah.
And I think the only one that used it well was The Flash.
Yeah.
I think her cameo in Shazam was like the most random thing they could have done.
I agree, yes.
And Flash was at least a little better, but it still was like, okay.
Yeah.
I think I would just like to see them get a different actress.
Well, here's my thought process.
Yeah.
If someone was in charge, like if we were in charge of relaunching DC, the first thing you want to establish is who your new Trinity is.
Yeah.
Of Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. And if one of them is the same,
it's weird.
It's weird. It just creates issues. It doesn't create solutions to me. And it's just like, what's the reasoning?
I know that there is the superhero audience, movie-going audience, that loves the superhero movies. They are knowledgeable on all the behind-the-scenes stuff like you and I are. So we see it and we go, okay, yes, it's Gal Gadot playing a different version of Wonder Woman, but it's the same actors playing her. No. The general movie audience that goes, oh, there's a new, like, Superman movie. I'm going to go see that. And then they go, wait, that's not the one from the last one I saw. But that's the same actress. What's happening here?
Yeah.
And it just creates unnecessary confusion, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's going to make people, it can make even people think that Superman was just recast. And it's the same,
And this is a big deal, them, James Gunn taking over as DC Studios, especially in terms of like comic book movies. And, you have this guy who was on this TV show, Hollywood, got a little bit of a bump in a hit movie, Pearl, and now he is Superman.
Yeah.
Like, what a great, nice, like...
It's a great story.
A career bump, right? And I think that the healthy mix of that versus also mixing in bigger stars, I think is good. But for your Trinity, why not give that opportunity to like try to raise up 3 up-and-comers and be like, yes, look at this? Because Marvel has always in the past done so well about finding these people, especially directors for a bit there, but most likely with their actors too, like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. He is synonymous with the character now, right? Chris Pratt did Parks and Rec, really, and then he got in superhero shape, and he's like, that's my Star-Lord, and then now he is probably the highest paid actor currently. One of them. Yeah. You know, it's such a, like, not a Cinderella story or an underdog story, but it is nice to see these bumps for these talented people that are getting it. So why not just have that opportunity with your Trinity? Yeah,
no, I agree. I have a theory with what's going on with this DC stuff. Because we know that Warner Brothers loves to play very weird PR games.
Yeah.
And I think one of them might be this. Let's take you back to when Ben Affleck quit the Batman role. Originally, how the PR played it out was he stepped down as the director. Step 1. He quit as the actor then, too. But their PR game that they played was he's stepping down as a director. Step 2, Matt Reeves is the new director. They have Ben Affleck tweet. You can go find it on his Twitter. Welcome to the Batcave, Matt Reeves. And he has like a still of him as Batman.
Yeah.
At Comic-Con, he says he would be an ape on the ground for Matt Reeves. And he's excited for his take and to be Batman for him. All while the whole time he's not playing Batman.
No.
And he knows it. Then you get the announcement Ben Affleck is no longer playing Batman and that this new Batman movie is in a new universe. Because for whatever reason, Warner Brothers decided over the course of several months, it's probably because they had a Justice League movie coming out, over the course of several months, we need to slowly reveal that instead of just coming out saying, hey, we've shifted gears, this Batman movie is going to be its own thing.
Yeah.
Right? I think, I hope that it's always supposed to have been a clean reboot. Like a new reboot. But they had 4 movies coming out this year. So they pitched it as, hey, we need you to tell people that this is adjacently connected to the current universe through this year so that we can then come out and say, oh, it's the same, but it's different.
Yeah.
But when in reality, I'm hoping after Aquaman 2 comes out, we're going to find out there is no Waller show. There's none of the stuff that's going to be connected to the previous universe, except maybe Weasel. And then that's it. Like it's a new, clean reboot. That's what I want to happen so badly, because then other comments that James Gunn has made makes more sense. Like the Ayer cut being released. Because David Ayer recently said that he had spoken to James Gunn, and James Gunn said it would happen one day, just not now, because he has to launch his universe.
Yeah.
That makes sense if the universe you're launching is not connected to that universe, and then you can put it behind you, and then later on be like, by the way, here's a little thing from that world.
Yeah, enjoy.
If you're adjacently connected to that world and you do that, it's just going to create a mess, right? So
because look at all the canon stuff that happened after Zack Snyder's Justice League came out versus the theatrical Justice League.
Yes, and I'm hoping that this is all just a PR game of like, oh, it's kind of connected. I hope it's not connected fucking at all.
That being said, I'd be kind of sad if Waller and Peacemaker 2 didn't happen.
Same. I would love more Peacemaker to happen.
But I understand doing the full reboot.
Yeah, but now, do I think this is what's going on? No. I hope that they're just doing their PR games again. Why play the game? Just tell us. You know?
I feel like it was almost like all that stuff happened with Batman, and Ben Affleck was like, well, you still need to pay me. And they go, okay, how about $1 million? You do a tweet and you show up to Comic-Con. And he was like, all right, that's fine. I don't know. Like I said, I think that you can have a healthy mix of bringing new and known actors and actresses. I did see a fan cast for Wonder Woman that I really did like. May Kalamaui from Moon Knight.
From Moon Knight. Oh, okay.
Because fuck know if they're going to do anything with Scarlet Scarab.
Yeah, right. Probably not.
But I think she'd be a great Wonder Woman.
Yeah, no, I think so too. I mean, I think there's plenty of people who make a great Wonder Woman. But yeah. So the story is developing. We'll see what ends up happening. Yeah. I assume we'll get a bunch of answers by like January of what's going on. But
once like Aquaman and stuff all come out.
Yeah. We'll have to see.
Well, Aquaman got delayed, didn't it?
Not yet.
Oh, not yet. I say just get it out there. if you're doing a clean reboot,
that's what I'm saying too.
Just get it all out there, and whatever happens, happens. And then if it bombs and tanks and is awful, then just do your PR
Yeah.
Just be like, nope, this is all brand new. Like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Said, I do like Jason Momoa.
Me as well. Who's definitely going to be Lobo now.
100% going to be Lobo.
Yes. With that down, we're going to move on to the B-roll section of our show. The B-roll is just where we can talk about more stories, but we didn't have time to really dive into them as main topics, but still wanted to bring you what's going on. What's our first B-roll story, Nicholas?
Our first B-roll story comes to us from the Hollywood Reporter. Talk to Me, which is becoming quite the little hit there.
Yes.
Officially has a sequel in the works from A24 with Danny and Michael Filippo set to return.
Fuck yeah, dude. Okay, listen. So, a quick backstory, everybody. Nick has not seen the movie yet.
I have not.
By the time this episode airs, he will have seen it because I'm going to go see it a second time with him tomorrow, which is Monday. You're watching this Tuesday. So, however.
That's how time works.
Yes. However, I've seen it already. I love it. I think it's a great film. I think it's a great movie. All of our friends watched it, did not love it. Did not love it, which, hey, they all left great reviews. They all explained why they didn't like it, and it totally makes sense. I completely understand. I, however, love it. So I'm going to go see it again, make sure I wasn't smoking crack. However, this news excites me greatly. One, because I'm happy for them, the directors. They deserve success. Two, I hope they call it Talk to Me. What a missed opportunity if they don't. Three, A24 is actually going to make this film.
Because they just bought the distribution.
They just bought, it was independently made, and they bought it at Sundance for the first film. So we might get some fun shenanigans going on.
So I know it was made, the first one was made for, I think, $4.5 million.
Yeah.
What do you think they'd bump them up to for a sequel?
Not crazy.
Tens?
10 max.
10 max?
I think is the max. Yeah. I think I could see it make it for like 7.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch it, especially given the divisiveness of it.
Yes. If you hate it, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. But yes, I'm excited about that. What's up next?
Our next story also comes to us from the Hollywood Reporter. The WGA has met again with the AMPTP. They have decided to attempt to resume negotiations. That being said, there's a media blackout, so we don't know what's going on. Yes,
so negotiations have officially begun. We reported last time on the show that they tried to renegotiate and it didn't go very well.
No.
It has officially restarted with the WGA. Who knows how long it's going to go? And we assume there's a media blackout because they released a statement saying, hey, we're talking again.
That's
See ya. Yeah, so it's we assume that that's what's going on. But look, it started. We don't know how long it's going to take. Hopefully it gets resolved quickly because then you can resolve the actor strike quickly and move on from there. But they have said that they're going to respect picket lines, so the writers won't go back to work until the actors do.
But we have officially passed the 2008 one.
Yes, it's the longest writer's strike ever.
It's the longest writer's strike ever now.
Yes, and hopefully it gets resolved quickly. And we've said since they've started, we're going to keep you updated whenever we hear something, and this is the most recent update for you.
Yes, and as always, to follow the updates in the description, we have links to the WGA website, the link to the SAG-AFTRA website, as well as a link to the Entertainment Creative Fund, where if you feel motivated to donate, you can do so there.
Yes, absolutely. And with all of that down, wow. That didn't sound like English at all, did it?
Not at all.
With that down, we're going to move on to my favorite section of the show, which, of course, is the box office.
The box office.
Yes, hit me with those predictions, Nicholas.
All right. Dalton, you had Barbie, Oppenheimer, Last Voyage of the Demeter, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem, and Meg 2, The Trench. I had Barbie, Oppenheimer, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Last Voyage of the Demeter, Meg 2.
You were this close.
Was I? Let me guess. Meg 2 and Voyage?
Yep. This close. So, these are the Sunday estimates, by the way. This is the top 5 box office for you. Barbie came in number 1, making another $33.7 million, only dropping 36% from week 3 to week 4.
33.7?
Yes.
Okay.
Oppenheimer made another $18.8 million, dropping 35% from week 3 to week 4. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming in third, only dropping 44% from week 1 to week 2.
Hell yeah.
Hell of a drop, made $15.7 million.
Good movie.
It was a good movie. Meg 2, The Trench came in 4th place, dropping 58%, which is around average, and made $12.7 million. Coming in 5th, Last Voyage of the Demeter, making $6.5 million in its opening weekend.
How much, I'm sorry?
6.5.
6.5.
And with that down, let's dive into some of the movies a little bit, and as well as goes past the top 5 to take a look at some things here.
Also, before you do that, what a top 5.
Yeah.
All very uniquely different movies.
Correct.
I mean, except for, I guess, Meg 2 and Voyage would be creature movies, but still, like,
ocean movies.
What a fun top 5 that is.
Yes, it's a great top 5.
4 out of 5 of the movies are good.
Yes, correct. Let's dive into this. Barbie.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we knew it crossed $1 billion last week, but looking at the updated numbers here, has made a 1.1 on its way to passing up Mario, which is at 1.3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna do it.
I mean, I think so too. If it does a 50% drop, it's still making another 15 next week.
Yep, and it has now made 11 times its budget, by the way.
That's money in the bank.
Money in the bank, indeed. Oppenheimer, also a hell of a success story, passing $600 million worldwide. A 3-hour R-rated drama has made $600 million, made about six times its budget. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem has made $81 million worldwide on a budget of 70, so it's at 1.2. It has a little bit while to go, but with that strong drop that it had, I think that's possible it's going to make some profit for the studio there.
Yeah, but it's not didn't open too big.
No.
It's a good drop.
No, but a cinema score in this 44 drop is a good word of mouth.
Yeah, kind of programming too.
Yeah,
to an extent. I think it's the only kids movie out right now.
Yeah. Meg 2 The Trench has now made $160 million worldwide, only 54 of that being domestic. On a production budget of 129, so it's at 1.2 also. We'll have to see where it goes from there. Let's see here. Last Voyage of the Demeter hasn't opened worldwide yet, so just domestically is at 6.5 on a budget of 45, which is a low budget, but this $6 million is low.
Yeah.
It's made 0.1 times its budget so far. It's got a while to go.
I don't know if it'll hit that.
No, but I could see this being a hit on streaming and being a hit on like video on demand.
I mean, we'll see how it does worldwide.
If it opens worldwide, yeah.
Creature features do well over there.
Yeah, I don't know the international release details, but hopefully we find those out soon. Haunted Mansion continues to not do well. It is only at a 39% drop from week 2 to week 3, but that drop only being another $5 million. Worldwide has $70 million on a budget of 158. So unless it makes $5 million till the end of time, I don't think it's going to continue doing great. Coming in 7th was Talk to Me, only dropping 19% from week 2 to week 3.
Good for them.
And it has now made $34 million worldwide on a budget of 4.5. I think you get to 50.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Good for them.
That's pretty good. I think A24's highest grossing movie was Everything Everywhere with 100-something million. I don't think it's going to get there, but it could get to 50, I think. Sound of Freedom came in 8th, making another $4 million. Now domestic total is now at 172. I mean, shmoney.
Insane.
Yep. And
I want a whole case study on Sound of Freedom.
Yes, we'll get it. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 came in 9th, making another $4.6 million. It now is at $499 worldwide. It'll pass 500 by tomorrow. And
what was that budget?
$295 million.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to tell the rumored projections you heard about Oppenheimer? Or is that
yes,
not like
I've
that?
heard from like industry people that it's looking like at the end of Oppenheimer's theatrical run, it'll make about $800 to $900 million.
That's insane for a 3-hour
that is
bio.
Absolutely nuts. It is crazy.
Absolutely wild.
And with that down, do you want to do your predictions for next week?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm going first.
You are. Yes, that's right. You are going to go first.
All right. What comes out? Blue Beetle?
Yep. Let me see if anything else comes out.
Let's see. Barbie had 33.7.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. Blue Beetle.
Okay.
Blue Beetle. I'm going to go Blue Beetle. I'm going to go Barbie.
Strays opens too. It's rated R though.
This is nutty, but I'm going to go for it. Fuck it.
All right.
Blue Beetle, Barbie, Oppenheimer, Strays, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ooh. Mine's going to be slightly different than yours.
Go ahead.
I'm going to go Blue Beetle,
Okay.
Barbie, Oppenheimer, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Did you do Strays? and Voyage?
No, I did Blue Beetle, Barbie, Oppenheimer, Strays, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay, I'm going to go Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Strays.
That's 5.
Strays.
Blue Beetle, Barbie, Oppenheimer, Teenage Mutant. So we're just flipping.
Yeah, the last two.
Flipping Teenage and Strays.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Because I think if Teenage drops another 40, that's like 9. I don't know. I think Strays is going to open around 5.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
We'll have to see.
Leave your predictions down in the comments below, though.
Please do.
Yes,
and make fun of us for being wrong. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yes. And with that, I believe that's all we had for today's show.
As always, links to all of our social medias can be found in the description below, as along with a link to our out-of-theater reaction to The Last Voyage of the Demeter, and I'll also post a link to the Last Voyage of the Demeter movie review if you have not checked that out already.
Yes, and we will see you on the next show. We have a lot of more movies to do, a lot of things to catch up on, things to see, and hopefully on the next show, Nick will talk about what he thought of Talk to Me.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you guys very much, and we'll see you next time.